Okay, we're doing it. Guys, look at this. Look at this space. Look at the studio. I am so excited for a new setup and just a new whole chapter with you guys to go down. I'm so happy you're here. It's been a long time, and if you don't know me, I'm Roxanne Ryan. I have been redesigning my studio and my space. This is a room that I dance in and create all kinds of choreography for my students. I foster in here, so I like to call this room the jungle. We've got some new decorations. We've got Rudius over here. He's hanging out with us tonight. I cannot wait to show you everything. I've still got a little bit of some stuff to figure out where I'm gonna put things, but I'm really happy with it, and it's made me a lot more excited to shoot content and be in and create, and that's very, very important to me. So here we are. We're doing it. So I've been feeling like I'm trying to get in touch with different versions of myself that I haven't seen or heard in a while. I feel like as a little girl, I was very nostalgic already. Like, I really liked trying to remember each year, like everything. I don't know why. Every time we'd go into summer, I would like randomly think about all the teachers I've ever had, and I would like try to remember because I really prided myself, I guess, on trying to remember everything. I don't know why, but I would. And I have made this scrapbook. It's more like a picture book, like with pictures in it, but I created this scrapbook and I used to look at it constantly and just like reminisce on the good old days, even when I was like in elementary school. And it could have just been like 2 years ago when I took those pictures, but I loved photography. I loved taking pictures. My great-grandfather always had a disposable camera for me when I went to his house, and then he would print those pictures out, and I would literally run around everywhere taking photos. And I guess that still stays because now I love to take pictures of cats. Like, I love creating content, and I have so much content to share that I just haven't. So I'm excited to bring out a little kid version of me into the modern day. However, all that to say is I found my picture book a while ago, and I thought it would be really cool to look through it in real time with you and just see what comes up. And I think it would be fun to look through it again, get in touch with her and see what she was doing and what she needed at the time, and also what she liked. Genuinely get to know her again, because I think it's been a very long time. It's easy to only think about the last couple of years, but like going all the way back to her, like what was she doing? What was she thinking about? So let's dive into that. All right. Here we are. Isn't that just beautiful? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is crazy already. I wish I wasn't having to hold this little microphone, but we'll do okay. I took tons of pictures of my cousins. I was obsessed with my two older cousins. I'm an only child, so I didn't really have many people to play with, but I was really obsessed with my older cousins. They were like my best friends, so I took lots of pictures of them. I have a picture of, this shows the sentimentalness of me. My very first pet was a hamster, and I have a picture of I made him like a little wooden thing and put it in the ground when we buried him, and that's what I took a picture of, which is really sweet and sad. I remember that murdering me as a child. You ever see that meme of really traumatic ways? It's like no hamster dies a normal way. There's like, it's like every child or everyone that's had a hamster has like a tragic way that it died. It's true, and my friends send me that meme all the time. We'll save that for another day. I don't know if I want to open that up. Oh my goodness. There's other photos of like in the pool. You know what's sad is I remember there's a picture of me right here, and I'll show it. And it's in my very first two-piece swimsuit. And I remember being like, oh my god, I hate my body. I'm so little. I have it somewhere. Oh my gosh. I've got some notes in here. I have a hospital bracelet, and I'm pretty sure it's when I broke my arm. Or it says age 6. Yep, it's my hospital bracelet when I broke my arm. I was very sentimental as a kid. Still am, I guess. What is this note? It's cool to see like the notes that we had in the papers yellowing already. That's kind of wild. Oh my god, it's a Santa letter that my mom wrote as a kid. That's really sweet, and I don't know if she knows that I have that, and I don't know how I have that, but I do. Oh my, okay. I'll show you this one. I'll show you a couple of these. It's probably a little dark. I'll like post a picture of this next to it in the video, but yep, that's the swimsuit. My first scandalous one. I'm just kidding. It was cute though. Oh, that's priceless. I'll show you one more. Unless you like this. I mean, you're still sticking around. Look at that face. I remember that little girl. Well, I thought as a little girl I was old. I don't know. It's weird. Felt like a grown woman at that age. Oh my god. I was pretty cute. I won't lie, I'm pretty cute. Me as Hermione Granger. Oh, that's actually really sweet. My dad sewed this costume. He made it. Ooh, I'm pretty cute. I think I still have this cloak somewhere. Honestly, I look just like her. I really liked this costume. Look, I was a cosplayer from the start. Oh my goodness. It is crazy. I don't know why I used to look at this all the time. And here I am still doing it. Me with cotton candy all in my teeth. Soccer days. I was not a very competitive kid. I played soccer for like 4 years and I just wasn't very aggressive. All right, we've got another one. Cheers. It is not a fun show until I spill shit all over myself. Okay. I was a tomboy. I didn't love to wear girly things, but also I did. I think that I liked being my own kind of girl. I loved certain princesses, but it's not like when I dressed up for Halloween, I didn't want to be any specific princess. I just wanted to be a princess, like my own princess. This is kind of sweet. Ooh, you see that? This was an American Girl doll, which I think they were cool when I was a kid. I think I named that one PJ. Why? I don't know. Maybe its name was PJ already? But now it's huge. Like, I don't know if there was like an American Girl doll store when I was this age, but who knows, honestly. Oh my god. I know I was a silly kid. I have a hard time letting myself be silly and be goofy as much as when I was a kid. I don't think I worried about that as much, and that's something that I want to keep. Do you guys remember the dog or the cat? They're like little mini stuffed animals, like on a keychain that you would get it in your like McDonald's Happy Toy, or I'm sure you could get them other places, but do you remember those? I had some of those. I actually found one of mine recently and I was like, I'm gonna have to put this on my keychain again because that's really cute. This photo right here, this is the photo that I remember looking at and being like, man, I am chunky, which I'm a little kid, I have a little gut, but really, did I need to be so hard on myself? It's normal. That damn swimsuit caused all my body dysmorphia. I have another photo of myself in that swimsuit and I had that same little pooch and it was probably that same year and I hated it and I was like, you're so gross. Another thing I wanted to talk to you guys, throwing shit. Hang on. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about just a life update. I've been working for myself for about 4 years now, and I just got to a point where I think the stress of not having consistent income was weighing on me. So I got a part-time job. I'm working at one of my local rescues, and it's the same place that I used to foster for, and I got a really cool position that was granted by a really incredible animal advocate named Hannah Shaw. She is the kitten lady on YouTube, and I used to just binge all of her videos before I even started fostering so I could learn everything that there is to know about neonates. Fell in love with it, but watching all of her stuff really helped me before I started, and I felt prepared for everything, and now I get to help kittens at work. And luckily enough, she has a nonprofit that granted my position. She grants positions for neonate kitten specialist positions specifically in shelters all around the United States. She's granted a couple different surgeries for many different kittens all across the United States too. It's called Orphan Kitten Club. You should check it out if you've never heard of it or seen it. Like, she's incredible. I got to go to one of her conferences and meet her, and it was cool. It was really cool to get to see her in person and also be in a room with so many other people that love animals as much as I do, and I've really enjoyed working there. As much as it's been kind of hard on the mental, I've had to learn a lot about how to block out certain things that happen while also letting yourself feel it afterwards instead of block it out and let it just dissipate and go away, because that does end up building up in your body and creating different pains and stresses. And I'll notice it if I don't write it out or like let myself process some of the things that I see and that happens, because like taking care of any job where you're caregiving, looking after someone, or it's tough. Like, you're caregiving, and even though it's such a compassion-led field of work, and a lot of people talk about compassion fatigue and things like that, and it's really hard on people who love to help others and care for others, but you have to care for yourself just as equally, because you can get caught in the trap of like always putting yourself last, and then you get burnt out and it causes a lot of problems. So I have loved figuring out my healthy balance and also being more involved in rescue, even though it's opened my eyes to a lot more that I didn't know about, good and bad. But I've loved getting to work with people who have the same interest as me and love animals as much as I do, and we're all here to try to do something really incredible. So I've loved it. I've met a lot of amazing people. And that leads me to the next thing. So back in May, I put on my very first show called Burlesque, and it was so much fun. It was a wonderful night. We raised $2,000 for the neonate program that I work at, and we got to really entertain people and put on a good night. It was completely sold out. We even, I paid for more chairs, and we opened 20 or 30 more seats, and that sold out just as fast, and we still had people wanting to come. It turned huge, and it was a lot of fun. Everyone's already excited for the second one, and we're gonna go ahead and put on one next year, maybe even have 2 shows, so that's cool. But having to manage everything and also perform, I didn't think it was going to be that bad. I was like, I got it. But honestly, I really like getting in a headspace when I get to perform. So just how it works. But it was worth every second. And I had so many incredible people involved that helped me out. Incredible photographers and videographers there to help. Walnut Tree Films and Treywick Images. Jim Felder with his photography business. There was just a lot of incredible collaborations that happened that night. On top of, we got to have neonate kittens there, and people got to ask questions and see them. I had the little star of the show. I need to go get that photo. I'll put it right here. Get him. He's perfect. And we even got to have a part in one of the songs. The girl was dancing with fans, and she walks over to the bar, and I put him it was this big cup, and she got to dance with him and show him off in the cup. It was the cutest thing in the world. I'm happy that I got to do that, and I had a lot of talented dancers be involved. I got to have some of my dance students be involved and perform, and it was awesome. So I'm excited for this next round of finding women and getting them comfortable moving in their bodies, and then we train a little bit, and then I'm like, hey, do you want to perform in a couple months? And they're like, yes or no, and it's great. We started as a dance fitness class. I knew they would perform eventually, but I created the show. My idea got more excited and bigger. But we started off with just dance fitness and getting people who wanted to dance or just wanted to get out of their heads and get into their bodies a little more and learn how to let go, because I don't think we play anymore or just let ourselves be silly. So dance fitness is kind of a really good step into just moving and jumping and shaking around and being able to get out of your head. The thing I'm really big on is keeping people's bodies happy and healthy. So we work on mobility, we do some glute and core workouts, and then we dance and learn different dance steps, and then about 2 to 3 months in, we started training more heels kind of style and learning different choreographies to where they can get comfortable learning choreography and getting choreography retention. It was nice for them to be able to get out of their heads and be into a different style and maybe even do something that they never thought that they would do before. Like, there was so many of them that were like, no, like, I don't want to perform, but then they ended up like, you know what, I want to do something. It kind of scares me, and that's like why I want to do it. So the final step in getting this room all complete is I want to add every single picture from every foster that we've had so far to be in this frame, and I think it'll be really sweet. So we're gonna go through some of the pictures that I printed out, and we'll just talk a little bit about it while we put these photos in here. Man, there's a lot of little things on here, which I guess is good. It keeps it sturdy, but little baby. I love that song. Right, almost there. Ooh, okay. We did it. I love that there's styrofoam in here. Come back in there, best believe. You think? Want to sniff? Yeah, that's nice. Maybe, no, maybe we don't. We don't want to be munching on that. All right, here we go. Ooh. Oh, Augustus. This is our famous, he's the burlesque baby. I wasn't using the microphone, but I don't like the photos anyway. More of the little guy himself. Here's one of him in a bowl. I feel like this needs to be here. And sweet Carmen, she was my other favorite. We got her with Augustus because Augustus was a singleton and he was a little... I had an Adventure Time bunch. It was a group of 5. It was the largest I ever had, and they were really, really tiny, but they grew up matching their names perfectly. Fiona. I will also... This might be hard to see, so if they end up, I'll end up popping up their photos along with, which I think I've showed these guys off before, but I can't remember. Little Yona, very sweet. And then we've also got Simon. He was little brown tabby. We've got Marceline, the vampire kitty queen. All right, we also have a Herky Dirk. I found him on the highway. He was running across the off-ramp and I was getting on the on-ramp and he was about to run right into me, and I just was lucky enough there and scooped him up, and now he got to go to a nice home. We got Shirley. She was a little black kitten I got. Lulu, now named Murphy. My cousin adopted her and she's really beautiful. This is Shirley. So sweet. I love these photos too. Okay, these I know I did diagonal. Ooh, this was a fun bunch. We had Archer and Lana. She was a tortie. She was really cute. And this is Archer's photo. All right, and then we had Sasha and Armin. That's Armin from Attack on Titan. And Sasha. In terms of what else I'm doing, while I work part-time, I am building out an online community. It's taken me a while. I've been building a lot of mini little DIY programs that go through 5 of the Greek goddesses: Aphrodite, Artemis, Hera, Persephone, and Athena. And as if they were like modern women or modern goddesses, we kind of just go through topics that they're goddesses of and talk about how those areas are in our lives, in our day-to-day lives. And I can't wait to have everyone see it because I love it. And there's going to be some online dance classes and like just movement if anyone needs to move. And I'm really, really excited for everyone to just find a community that you want to be a part of and be a part of a community that every day we're striving to be just a little bit better or just understand ourselves a little bit more and wanting to uplift other people. If that sounds something like you want to be a part of, come on in, sign up for my newsletter. So that is the really incredible way to be a part. Just get to hear about all the stuff that I'm doing each month and how to be involved with it. So I can't wait to talk to you about more unhinged things next week. Thank you guys for joining. Stay unhinged.